Hello everybody. I'd like to talk to you today about joyful expectations. As I've been doing my meditations the last few weeks and trying to press through a lot of the hardships and conflict in my own life, I'm finding that there's a deep place that we all have to come to of one, surrender, acceptance. There's many things that we have to see in life, and one of the biggest ones is we can't point the finger at anyone else for anything that's going on in our life, really, that's difficult or causes conflict, pain, sorrow. It doesn't matter what is going on. We're the only one that can resolve it for ourselves. I think we're in a time in humanity that everybody's having to either wake up or bury their head deeper in the sand and try to play like nothing's wrong, nothing's going on. We have many things going on, like Fukushima over in Japan and many other countries that are just engulfed in war. But the greatest threat that I think I see in humanity today is nuclear energy. It's just a catastrophe waiting to happen. What was intended for good, for the most part, has been able to stay that way, but now this is the worst disaster that we've had, and I really don't want to focus on that part of it, because I believe there's many of us that have been being prepared for not just this lifetime, many lifetimes. A friend said on a comment a while ago on my Facebook that they felt like they'd been waiting all their life for the moments that they're in, and for me it's even deeper. I feel like I waited for centuries and many lifetimes. I couldn't tell you how many, but I feel like there's many people here today that have been prepared for this very moment in time, a time of crisis. That even in my own personal life, I'm going through financial difficulties. I lost the person that I love very deeply. Don't have contact with several of my children, and lost, just like many of you. Many people have lost so much. And what we have to look at is coming out the other side, learning to become, many people will talk about life as though, you feel like you're in this tunnel of darkness and you're looking for the light at the other end of the tunnel. And many years ago, I came to see that what was being asked of me was to become the light in the tunnel. In other words, to open my heart up so deeply to light, love, compassion, tenderness, gentleness, meekness, to seek a path of humility in life and to humble myself, and instead of trying to get out of the difficult situations, embrace the lessons that I'm supposed to learn in them. The last 2 years have been some of the most joyful of my life, and at the same time some of the most painful and sorrowful because of the losses that I've suffered. And even though in my body I have achieved a great healing with the help of others and a deep focus on myself of shifting my energy and letting go of anything that I might be hanging on to on a negative level, I'm still working to do the same thing on every level and every area of my life. I'm being asked to surrender to the divine, to the Creator, and give up my desires where they don't line up with the universe. And that's a very deep place in each of us where we have these things that we want that are a part of our chemistry and makeup of our ego, or maybe they're just selfish desires of our heart. And maybe they're not. Maybe they're true desires of the heart of compassion. But one of the things that I've learned in it is everything has its perfect timing. And that doesn't necessarily mean it's in our timing. That means it's in the timing of the universe, the timing of the divine. I've been away from Texas now for exactly 2 years, going into November. Minus a couple of months I went back to visit and spent some time there to help. And my son-in-law Seth and my daughter Rachel are doing a wonderful job at the ranch, and I've been sharing some of the videos from the ranch and some of the postings and things like this on my Facebook. This is one of the shiftings going on in my life. I feel led to let go of all the businesses back in Texas, to sell the ranch, and turn over the businesses to the people that helped me to start them. Looking for the financial help to be able to make this workable for everyone, and working to manifest this into reality. In other words, to take it from the thought realm here in the mind and the spiritual realm into a deeper place to be able to manifest it into the physical, just like I've been able to accomplish with my healing in my body. I feel like I'm 19, 20 years old again most of the time. I see my little kitty walk about behind us back up there on the hill. But I'm finding, manifestation of money is just an energy. And so one of the things I've been doing lately is thanking the divine for everything, thanking the divine that I'm out of debt, thanking the divine that I have somebody in my life that wants to share my life with me and wants to spend time with me and wants to work in the healing world with me. Focusing on the things that I can do to achieve this, like these videos and my writings and articles, and very shortly, we're scheduled for 11/11/11 is when my editor decided to make that her goal. And I'd like to thank Sharon, and she runs all the website. Her and her daughter take care of all the postings. They're just fantastic to help. I couldn't do it without them. But she really felt in her heart. She scheduled the release of my last book, The Essence of Compassion, for 11/11/13. And the 11/11 is a very significant date for me, and it means a lot to me. One of my previous emails I still use is 11/11. But I just hope to encourage everybody. In my meditation, I just very clearly yesterday I should look for everything in life with joyful expectations. And that's what I'm seeking to do. Just to let go of the pain, let go of the sorrow. That doesn't mean it comes in waves sometimes. I broke down weeping twice writing an article earlier today. But right behind it, then here comes the joy. And I feel like that's one of the things that we each have to remember in life, that everything is for a time and season. And this too shall pass, as I've heard said many times. It's... My cat's distracting me. She's trying to get up here right now. So I'm having to focus to tune that out. And, it brings in... There's so many distractions in life. She wants attention. There's so many things that grab at our attention. That's part of what we have to learn how to do, is to focus. So I'm focusing to tune out all the negative thoughts, anything that's gone on in my life, anything that's painful. Bring closure to those things. Bring resolution to the things that I can, and resolve any conflict that maybe something of my past created or I did unintentionally. And I encourage everybody to do that. And the more we resolve the conflict in our life, and the more we choose to live a life free of conflict, the more that frees us up to live in compassion. And one of the things it takes, in essence, is to seek humility and to seek a path of where we're not trying to feed our ego all the time. It's not about me. It's not about what I want. It's about what we need to do for humanity. And that's why I encourage everybody, focus on life with joyful expectations, but at the same time, I really feel like we need to wake up, and we need to join together as a group, massive group, worldwide group, to be able to shift the energy in the world to one of genuine compassion, where we care about each other, and where we resolve these things like Fukushima. And I know that people there have to open up and receive help. It's much worse than really anybody knows. At the same time, everything happens for a reason. And I believe that our world, our cultures, our society has come to the pinnacle of egotism, of self-destruction, and we have to resolve that. We have to change that. And I feel like for me and many, many others, this is the time that we've been called to be a voice, to be a vessel, to be real, and to truly surrender ourselves and devote ourselves to a life of compassion and serving humanity. And for me, that's part of the expectations. I really am looking forward to things opening up for me to be able to do more counseling, and I enjoyed doing the readings I've been doing for people. So those of you who are looking for some input or help, please feel free to reach out. I'm going to stop here with this and say namaste and aloha here from Maui. I tried to change the view a little bit today, and different little trees behind me. It's kind of, you have to get someplace. I'm using my laptop, so you have to get someplace where it's really stable and I can't move my legs very much. But I hope you enjoy this, and I look forward to hearing from each of you and meeting you here from Maui.